don't know why women haven't done it. I just know I want to be the first woman to do it, and I will be.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi y'all, I'm Naya, aka Naya the Bay, and thanks for tuning into my channel, or thanks for tuning into this video. Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe, definitely. And yeah, so I'm just here to give y'all the tea, period. So it's kind of late. I just got back in, so that's why I still look like, you know, dressed. And this is not my hoodie, this is my man hoodie, but period. So now, as y'all can tell by the title, listen, yes, I unfortunately have a story time about the Miami friendship horror, okay? Now, I want to start by saying, right, so I'm going to just start like from the beginning on how I even met this person that, you know, we're going to be talking about. So I be seeing people when they do story times, normally they like they'll give the person that they talking about a name. So we just gonna call this person K, right? So we just gonna call this person K. I'm sorry, y'all. This is funny. So now, starting from the beginning, right? The trip the trip was in, of course, March going into April of I believe 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it 2022? No, I think it was 2021. What did I do? It's so sad, y'all. These years been getting by me. Okay, so 2023. Okay, so I think it was March of 2022, y'all, if I'm not mistaken. Because I believe that's when I went away. Yeah, so I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was March of 2022. But I'm going to, just to be clear, I'm going to make sure I know exactly when or what year, rather, the trip took place, just so that I can have like a little time frame for y'all, whatever. So now, the trip took place in whatever year, I'm gonna put the year, but I met this person, I met Kay prior to, of course, the trip or whatever. So now, if for those of you who don't know, who might just come across my video, who don't already, you know, if you're not a part of the family yet, then I'm gonna just break it down, right? So for those of you who don't know, my man did like damn near 6 years in prison, and he went away in, yeah, I think that's about right. He went away in 2017. So he was in, like I said, that's a whole nother story time for another time. If y'all want the story on that, my man is home now, so he could probably come chime in, give y'all the little tea or whatever, but like, you know, that's a whole nother video. Anyway, so being that he was in there or whatever, like, you know, basically, a long story short, I met Kay through my man. And not like that, how y'all think, but I met her through, basically, my man and her man was friends. And they wanted us to kind of like link up because they was cool type shit. So, whatever, long story short, me and her became, you know, like acquainted or whatever. She was real cool. I thought she was decent looking, you know, like when I first seen her on Facebook and stuff like that. So I was just like, you know, there's no shade to nobody. But, you know, I just figured like, oh, you know, she kind of reminded me in a way of myself, you know, physically. So it was kind of like, okay, like, you know, we could be friends. You know, cool. Our man is friends. We could be friends too, whatever, right? So now fast forward, we was kicking it, cool, whatever the case may be. Now, we had stopped talking right before the year that we went away. So I know y'all gonna drag me, and I know y'all probably gonna tell me all of this was my fault, but just hear me out. So now, I won't get into the reasoning why we stopped talking, because like I said, I got so many story times for this damn fake ass friendship I had with this bitch. But anyway, so like I was saying, long story short, we had stopped speaking or whatever the case may be, and then we had, you know, got back acquainted with each other, whatever the case may be, because once the new year came, you know, I had said happy birthday to her and everything like that, because her birthday is like the month right before mine. So in the beginning of the month. So, you know, I had said happy birthday, whatever, long story short, whatever. So now we had, you know, became that cool. I had planned on going to, I think I really was trying to go to Puerto Rico or Jamaica, one of them, for my birthday that year. But, you know, last minute Naya, I'm always doing shit last minute, or I always waiting to the last minute. So I end up not being able to get, let me be very clear, right? Because I feel like I'm still I'm still finding myself, even with telling this story to y'all, I'm still finding myself but like trying to sugarcoat shit for this bitch. She didn't have no money. She didn't really have it. And that's okay. Like, it's okay if you don't really got it like that, whatever. So she didn't really have it to like do that type of trip. So it was kind of like, okay, let's just settle for this type shit. You know, even though I shouldn't have, because it was my birthday. But, you know, whatever. You live and you learn, right? So now, fast forward. Now, y'all, this is when shit start to get weird, right? So immediately, and I have receipts. I don't know for sure, y'all, if I'm gonna be that messy and if I'm gonna post the receipts, but I have receipts, okay? And it was basically like leading up until the days that we were like planning to leave and things like that. Like, it was so much bullshit with her. Like, if it wasn't, oh, you know, about like her, like, she was the type of person, she's really like, she seeks attention. Like, and I noticed that about her very early on, but I didn't really say much about it because it was just like, I know 1,001 bitches like her. No shade. Like, girls that, or women rather, or girls that consider themselves women that seeks attention from anybody. Like, and I now notice or know that I can't deal with people like that because I don't operate like that. So, long story short, it would be like a lot of things leading up to the days that we were trying to leave, where it would either be her talking about like, oh, you know, something about like her clothes, or like she don't want to wear this, but this, like, she want to get things from like Shein and stuff like this, but she don't want to wear this because she big and all of this other shit. Like, bitch, you knew that before we planned this trip. You know what I mean? Like, I can't take it. I can't take it. Like, I can't take people like that. Like, you knew you was big before I even planned on going to Miami. You knew you was big before. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what she wanted out of that. I think it was more of a, like, she wanted validation. You know what I mean? Like, in a sense of where it's like, girl, you look fine. You good. Like, da-da-da-da. And it's like, I was giving that. But at the same time, you know, like, people get tired. Like, this trip, for one, is not even about you. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, don't get me wrong, if my homegirl invite me on a trip, I don't care if it's for your birthday, for your accomplishment, or whatever, we still gonna celebrate you, because this is the type of female, or this is the type of woman I am, this is the type of friend I am. We still gonna celebrate you wholeheartedly, but I have to make sure, yes, I look good, my hair is good, everything like that. And as far as that, I don't know what that was. But as far as any of that goes, you was telling me, like, I got my hair, I'm getting this style, I'm getting my wax this day, I'm getting my nails done this day, this and that and the third. So my thing is, you're doing the right things to, like, you know, in preparation for the trip. Why you keep mentioning your weight? You get what I'm saying? Like, I always, if y'all probably could go find like old videos of me here on my YouTube, and I always talked about, like, you know, my weight loss journey and me going up and down, up and down. Like, I've been like that my whole life. So it's just like, me personally, I knew I had a big back before I even decided to go away for my birthday. But guess what? So what? And everybody in Miami about to see this big ass back in all the bathing suits. Like, I'm just confused. What did you want me to do, bitch? What did you want me to say? Bitch, I got a big ass back too. Like, what it give? We big back friends. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't know what she wanted from me out of that. But it was a lot of that. And then, y'all, this is when it started to get, like, too much for me. Because then it became, oh, like, I don't know if my man is going to let me go, or, you know, I don't know if he's going to be happy that I'm going, and this, that, and the third. So it was just like, okay, what we not about to do leading up to my birthday is play in my face. Like, we're not about to play in my face. If you and your man is not comfortable, please let me know now, because then if you can't go, then I have to find somebody else to go. You get what I'm saying? Because I had never, like, I was only turning... No, that wasn't last year. I'm tripping, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really tripping. I don't think that was last year. But I don't remember, but I know for a fact that, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm still young. Like, I barely was traveling before these upcoming years, like before my adult years, like, you know, for real, I wasn't really traveling and shit like that on planes and taking flights, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't that. So my thing is, like, I'm trying to get there. A bitch is gonna get there. No shade, but I wasn't doing that. So I knew nothing about solo locations and all of that. And then, especially in Miami, like, don't get me wrong, it was definitely worth it. And I probably, had I known, I probably would have went by myself. But anyway, so fast forward, we actually get, you know, she's just like, no, you know, whatever, like, you know, it's good, this, that, and the third. Okay, so now we getting closer and closer. Now we get, like, to the days where we're leaving, you know. Now, we get on the plane. Now, I had booked the flights. I booked the flights. She kept emphasizing, like, she wanted a window seat. She wanted a window seat. And I get, you know, I get that. Like, people that don't really travel like that, they, you know, they go crazy for their window seats. No shade. Because they want to experience the whole flight, whatever. I get that. So what I did was, when I booked the flights, being that I'm a window seat girl too, I immediately, and that's anywhere. That's in a car, on a bus, train, plane, whatever. I'm a window seat girl too. So I put, when I booked the flights, or when I booked the seats, being that, you know, they give you the option to be able to pick your row and your seat and everything like that. So I had picked 2 A seats for her and I, because she wanted a window seat, I wanted a window seat. So she was sitting behind me, or whatever the case may be, and whatever, it just was whatever. But, you know, she, not too much, but like, she fake tried to make that an issue. Like, it was just a lot. And I just was like, whatever, you know. So now fast forward, we get there. Now we here, we you know, getting ourselves together to, like, you know, like, now we just ready, like, we ready to do whatever. So now we first was about to have like a little hiccup with our rental car, but we took care of everything in the airport. Everything was good, right? So leading up to getting there, everything was fine. We had stopped at the bar before catching our flight. Of course, y'all know I'm in New York, so Miami is like right there. So of course, the flight was good. It wasn't long. Everything was cool. So now we land and we get our rental car. We head into our hotel. Now we get to our hotel. You know, everything was good. We start, like, we like, all right, what we doing first? So we was just like, I was like, she was like, oh, let's put on our bathing suits and, you know, go out. So I'm like, oh, we going to the beach? Like, what we doing? We going to the pool? And because we had a pool in our hotel. So I'm like, what we doing? And she was just like, it don't matter. Like, it's Miami. Like, we could do whatever. Like, it's, you know, it's Miami. So I'm like, you know what? You right, bitch. I never been here. It is what it is. I already said they gonna see all of this. Okay, so yeah, let's do it. So we put on our bathing suits, we taking our pics, we taking our videos, you know, walking around Miami, driving around Miami, doing the damn thing, right? So now, I don't know what this noise is, y'all, and it's really pissing me off, because I don't know if it's something by my door. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so fast forward, now this is when I guess shit started to get rocky. I don't remember exactly how her man found out from, you know, from in jail. Like, I don't know whether she sent him pictures of her, or she told him, like, oh, like, if he might have asked, like, you know, what you got on or whatever. She must have told him, like, well, I got my bathing suit on, blah, blah, blah. All I know is, y'all, when I tell you that caused chaos the entire rest of the trip, she was so sour for everything, all because this man was mad at her because she had on a bathing suit walking around Miami. Y'all, When I tell y'all, and then, so she was the thirsty type. Like, everything she needed to be, she was she is one of those real boy crazy women. Like, everything that she do has to revolve around or center around a male. It's never like, oh, I want to do this because I want to do it, or I think that I would benefit from doing this for me, or for, she does have children, or for my kids, or none of that. It's always a man, 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 man. And I knew that was like kind of grounds for chaos, but of course, red flag, red flag, red flag, you just ignore them. So now, not no more though. Don't do that, y'all. Don't be me. So now, when I tell y'all the whole entire trip was so sour, because he would not stop calling her. We couldn't go to no clubs, no nothing, because she would always have to, try to hurry up and run and get on the phone. Then every time they did get on the phone, they're arguing. So now by the time they get off the phone, she's sour. She has an attitude. She's not really engaging, or she's barely engaging. It was just, it was really, y'all, the fucking trip from hell. Like, the birthday trip from hell. And that's no exaggeration. Like, I don't care. I have times where one thing can really alter my entire mood. I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm very transparent, especially with y'all. Y'all already know how I get. Very transparent. I'm not like something. It can sometimes. I do have them days or them times where that one thing can throw off my whole mood. But in a sense of where that you're accompanying someone else for their birthday, and you decide to come along on this journey or on this trip and basically make it about you. I don't care I don't know in what world, but I don't care what nobody try to say. That shit is selfish as hell. It's selfish. And I wholeheartedly disagree with that. I don't play with that shit. Because I wouldn't do it to nobody else. You know what I mean? Like, this literally in no way, shape, or form was about you. You were literally invited. You're a guest on this trip. If we're really being honest. You're a guest on this trip. So for the simple fact that you immediately thought it was okay to come on a trip and you and your man argue or go back and forth about you wearing a bathing suit in Miami when it's 80 degrees or 80 something degrees almost every day. And then our last day, y'all, when we were like getting ready to leave, that was the hottest day. And I was so pissed off that I had to change my clothes because I wanted to be able to wear, my little short set that I had on. But I couldn't keep it on because we were on our way back to New York. And in New York, I pulled my coat out of my suitcase. So, you know what I'm saying? It was so hot in Miami. And then all I could think about was if it was him, like her man and my man in Miami. Like, say if the roles was reversed. I'm like, he gonna be mad at you, or you gonna bitch at him for walking around shirtless or topless or whatever in Miami? Talking about, oh, well, you wasn't on the beach, so you shouldn't have had your shirt off. What? Or you shouldn't have had a tank top on. It's hot. What the fuck? Like, what? Like, y'all, it was just a mess. Like, then again with the, always seeking validation shit every single time of the trip. It don't matter what we did, what we didn't do. It'll be like, come on, let's take pics or whatever the case may be. Y'all, it got so real. And thank God that I did this shit, because I asked her to take pictures of me. She took pictures of me. And of course they didn't come out good because she wasn't even up for going out and shit like that. Like, she didn't even want to be bothered for real. And that was that was the night of my actual birthday. So we was, getting dressed up to go out or whatever the case may be. And I had asked her to take my pictures. Of course, they didn't come out good. But, y'all, I brought my tripod, a brand new tripod I had just bought before I, went out there. It's crazy. But I had just bought it, and it came with a remote. So, you just put it on the time on your phone. Not on the time, I'm sorry. You just put your phone on the shit didn't even, I gotta find that tripod because I still got it, but I gotta find that shit. But y'all, the tripod didn't even consist of like Bluetooth, nothing. That shit is fire. I don't even remember where I got that from, y'all. I'm gonna find out where I got that shit from and I'm gonna let y'all know. But it did consist of a Bluetooth, nothing. All you had to do was literally, once you put it on the stand, like on the tripod, and take the remote off and turn the remote on, immediately you get the press in, baby, flicking it up, doing a damn thing, okay? So that's basically how I end up taking my pictures, y'all. And that was the first time I ever used a tripod for my birthday pictures. I had to. I ain't have no choice. I needed to post. I needed to show these motherfuckers what I was made of. You know what I mean? And y'all, when I tell you them fucking pictures went like fake viral on my Instagram, and that's where like all my followers and stuff started to come from. Like, it was crazy. Like, it was crazy. But yes, y'all, like, the hate is real. These bitches be sad. Y'all have to watch out for these boy crazy ass females, for real. Like, I don't care what age, nothing. Because mind you, that's another thing. Since I was younger, I always hung out with people that was a little older than I was. I don't know what it was. Don't get me wrong, I had my own friends that was my own age and everything else, but you know, like, I just always clicked with people. Like, I have a very old soul. Like, even when I talk to people now, like, I be having conversations with grown women, like, yeah, because girl, and da-da-da. And they just be like, yeah, because girl, because I'm da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, for real, I'm 24. And they be like, what? You don't seem 24? Yeah, because, you know what I mean? Like, experiences is way deeper than life. I mean, deeper than age. Your life experiences is what makes you mature, not your age. This bitch was in her 30s or pushing 30, y'all. And this is how you acting over men. And it was just not my bop. Like, and I could tell that a lot of the times, over time, when I got tired of it, I started to, like, kind of, you know, in ways, don't get me wrong, sometimes it'll be like little jabs, but it'll be in a way where it was like I was finally expressing myself about all the dumb shit you say, or all the dumb shit that come out your mouth when it involved men or this man. Like, and it wasn't any shade to him because I didn't know nothing about him. Besides whatever she told me or whatever my man must have told me about him, I didn't know nothing about him. So it wasn't about him, but I don't give a fuck who it is. No man should get you like that. No man should make you, like, no man should get you to the point where you lose yourself in him. Like, that type of shit, I've been there. And I promise y'all I ain't going back. Promise you I ain't going back. And that's the only reason why it's easy for me to now. Don't get me wrong. I don't speak or laugh at nobody downfall. But I just can't do it. Like, I'm not. My dumb days, y'all, over men or over boys or whatever in general was when I was like 17. When I was like 16, 17. Honestly, around the time I met my husband. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to let you do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, and in any which way you want to do it. All that, me going crazy, going above and beyond for a man that wasn't even really my man yet. Like, you ain't have no ownership. Not ownership. Let me not use that word. Y'all didn't have, that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna get into that, y'all. Let me not even, because I'm about to go off track because I'm starting to get flashbacks, y'all. But anyway, long story short, the trip was just, we did end up, I wouldn't say that the trip ruined the friendship, but it kind of just left a bad taste in my mouth because we did end up still, like, conversing after that, like, once we got home, but it wasn't on a level where we were before, like, trying to, you know, link all the time and shit. Like, we still would see each other. We still was hanging out and shit. But it took me a minute to kind of, because it just really was like, and then neither one of them, like, nobody had no remorse. You get what I'm saying? Like, neither one of them said, like, I apologize, Naya. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's a lot. Her excuse was even when I said that, like, because you and your man ruined the birthday trip, like, ruined my trip. Her rebuttal was, oh, well, couples go through things. And I said, but that's not how you go through things. You go through things, right? But guess what? That nigga is not even on the outside yet. You get what I'm saying? He's not even out of, well, you know, now he is, but back then it was like he's not even out of prison yet, and you already letting him dictate every little thing that you got going on, and that shit is weird. Honestly, it's not cute in no way. How the fuck that nigga can't pay a bill? He can't go food shopping. He can't do nothing in no way to help you at that moment right now. So even though, you know, you're right, couples go through things. Me and my man used to go through shit when he was in there too. But guess what? If the roles was reversed and it was your birthday trip and you invited me on and me and my man getting into it or we going at it, guess what? Listen, I love you, but I'm not doing this here. I'm here and I was invited out here. I'm not going to ruin this for somebody else because you want to sit here and go back and forth with me. We'll handle it when I get home. Period. Do y'all see you know what I'm saying? Y'all can let me know in the comments if I'm tripping, but come on. At any point, you could have shut that shit down. But what the problem is that you don't love yourself enough, or you didn't love yourself enough to have a backbone when it came down to a man. It's nothing wrong with trying to be submissive to your man at the same time and standing the ground. Because a man gonna do it. And no, he's not supposed to, you know, well, what they say, they not supposed to submit. But a man is gonna do it. Respectful or disrespectful, a man is going to, or respectfully or disrespectfully, a man is going to stand his ground. He's going to say it what it is that he's thinking, that he's feeling, whatever. He's going to say whatever it is that's on his chest. So therefore, had you had a backbone and been able to do the same thing, you would have been able to do that too. But you didn't. But you didn't. Long story short, y'all, I ain't the bitch friend no more. I don't fuck with that bitch no more. But you live and you learn. And it's just like, y'all, seriously, if you had, especially for any young girls that might see this, I'm sorry for cursing so much, y'all. If y'all do watch this, I'm so sorry for my potty mouth. But if you are younger, even if you are my age up, it don't matter. Because you could be, like I said, age is not always an importance, but really more so for younger girls, y'all, because a lot of the times when you crave something or when you really desire something, sometimes you'll get to a place where you have that voice, the devil, talking to you, basically trying to make you feel like you're not worthy of that, so you might as well settle for something else. And that's not the case. You understand what I'm trying to say? So therefore, I don't care if you walk and march at your own beat, everything will follow. Don't ever be no following ass little girl or no following ass big girl. I don't care. Don't be a follower. Do not worry about trying to keep up with the Joneses or keeping up with the fuck you see on social media and all that. It's not worth it. Trust me. But just because a girl might seem, she might seem cool, she might seem fun to hang out with, she might seem this, that, and the third, if she's boy crazy and anything like that, girl, if a girl is boy crazy, do not trust her. Because women like that, in my opinion, will choose a man over their children. Do not, that is a dangerous woman or a dangerous female. Do not trust it. Period. But that's my tea. Good night, y'all. I'm about to go take all my stuff off, get in bed with my man. Good night, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to tune in to all my other videos coming for the rest of Vlogtober. I know I haven't been throwing out too many vlogs, but y'all, it's coming, it's coming. I'm sorry, I just be... But yeah, y'all, so... yeah, later. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you like content like this. And yeah, y'all, keep up with me. All my social medias will be down in the description box below. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. Later, y'all.